Hello, hello, hello. If you guys are interested in how I made these super cool, unique, tabbed file folders out of index cards, keep watching. I know you guys have cards around your house, and instead of going out and buying these little cute file folders, you can just create your own. Different styles, different colors, different methods. We have gluing, sewing, combination of the both. If it's not a folder that you want, go ahead and just turn it into a tabbed index card as part of your ephemera. Works great for a journaling card, bookmark, whatever it may be. I am not making these on camera. These are part of a Happy Mail that's going out. But you will see me make all of the bases for this, right? So stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Okay, so let's get started. I have my supplies ready. I think I have them already. Let me grab a scrap here. This is what I'm going to be using to make the tabs for this portion, for this demo anyway. Um, Washi tape. My only, I guess, tip about whatever tape you use is you want to make sure it's thick enough, wide enough to support the two pieces of paper that you're putting together, cardstock. If you're using a heavier cardstock, you definitely want to make sure that whatever adhesive you're using, it's going to hold those puppies together. Of course, washi is a low stick tape, so we will give it a rub down with my Craft Bond extra strength glue stick. It's a permanent bond. I'm using index cards. Once again, you can use cardstock. You can cut cardboard paper, chipboard down to whatever size you want your file folder. Um, so get creative. You don't have to buy it from the store. You can use your scraps. This is a scrap of cardstock that I was cutting down a piece of paper, and this is what I'm going to use to make the tabs. I don't like the super wide tabs, so I think this is a good width for me. What I'm going to do, I kind of did this a little bit last night, and getting the exact shape that I wanted was a little bit rough. So I'm actually going to draw it out a little bit. So I do want to make this a little bit wider, right? Because we're going to attach it to the card. So you're going to have a place where, you're going to need enough space for that glue. So this is not, in my opinion, wide enough. So we're just going to give it a little bit more height. And that's going to be my template, really. I'm not going to use this one because that's a really dark line. I do not feel like going in and erasing that. So let's see. I like the way it looks for the most part. It is a little bit uneven. And of course, if you want it even Steven, you go ahead and get that ruler out. and go for it. But I'm not too worried. This is, part of the creativity process, working with your hands, working with limited materials, scraps, recycled materials. It's not going to be perfect, and I'm okay with that. Okay. I'm going to cut a few of these out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got all of this cut out. They're not perfect, but I'm not mad at it. Let's give it a little bit of life with some vintage photo. And also the cool thing about making these this way, if you wanted to decorate these little tabs, just kind of have them ready for tabbed index cards or file folders or pages. You can mass make these, right? Um, and decorate them already, and then just glue those suckers on. I may pull out black soot to give it a little bit more dimension as well. Although this vintage photo is showing up nicely. And this is why my hands always, my fingers and hands look dirty. They're always dyed. My fingernail is getting distressed. I'm not a smoker. I'm a crafter. So I've been thinking, um, you could glue these on, sew these on, and I may so I'm gonna glue and sew. If you don't have a sewing machine, it's okay. You can just glue. That's totally fine. And also, I will show you guys different ways of tabbing. That's what I'm gonna call it. That you can do. Um, so you don't necessarily have to cut things out like this as well. But for now, I'm going to give these cards a little bit of edge. I'm actually doing 2 at a time to kind of speed this process up. And you guys really don't need to watch me doing this because you see this all the time, right? So I will be right back. Okay, so we have them all inked up. I did the front and the back and the front, inside and out. And you're probably wondering why, and you will see in a moment. Also, if you'd like, you can round the corners. If that's something you want to do, you can do it now, later. Up to you. I tend to do it early on, or I try to remember to do it early on because if you ink and decorate and things like that, and then um, round the corners, it's taking away that ink and everything. So we're just going to leave this as is. So 2 index cards, and you want them facing like opposite of each other. That's how I'm doing it anyway. I guess you could have it face whatever way you want, but index cards I tend to. Oops, forgot this one. Yeah, ma'am. Um, I like doing it faced opposite, and once again, you will see why in a moment. So we're going to assemble this first, and I think I want to use this washi tape. Oh, come on. Get this ready. I'm going to, I was going to cut a straight edge, but you know what? Let's have fun. Get wild up in here. I will not do end to end. I just do like a smidgen, I guess you could say, away from the edge. Wait, no, we're not cutting. Like, rip it. And get that glue on this washi tape. Oh, I have a love-hate relationship with washi, I tell you. Okay, you want to do this on a flat surface. I have a bump in my paper there. Okay. So I line them up like that. Try to get that as centered as possible. And voila. So now at that point, you have a folder, right? And the reason why I like having them the same direction is because if you don't want the lines on the outside, this is also why I, excuse me, ink the inside and the outside, because you can fold it inside or outside. You can choose whatever side you want. Let me give this a good rub down. I will use this on the outside like this. Of course, if you want the tape on the outside, you know, just flip it the opposite direction. You could have it like that and the tape would be on the outside. But I'm using the tape, so I may as well use it as part of the decorating of it. Okay. So now we have that part. Now it's time to add in our little tab. And the color scheme here is going to be fantastic. And we're going to pull out my glue. And of course, this is Fabri-Tac in my Sugar Bell piping bottle. And we're just going to get a little stream. And then we're going to smooth it out. And once again, this is why I cut my tab a little bit thicker, wider than needed. Okay, I'm going to do it on this side. And you just place it wherever you want. Bada boom, bada bang. That's it. Literally, that's it. And now you have a file folder. I probably should have pulled this out a little bit more. That's a little bit further in than I wanted. Let's see if I have any room to pull. A little bit. Okay, there we go. I think that's a little bit better. Yep, boom. And now you have a tag. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do a few more with different methods of doing a tab, but actually a tab and the hinge part of it. Okay, so I'm going to do one of my dyed sets. And I think I'm going to use this one. And I actually want the white side out this time around. And we are going to use washi again. And it's going to be a little bit more kind of like coordinated. Yes, you could say. So I wanted to use this one, this washi tape, because I think it's super cute. And it matches kind of like that color there. But I think it might be too thin for what I want to do. Oh, I'll use this one. Here we go. Airmail. Perfect. And we'll get a rough measurement. Okay. And we glue. And we try to get this as even as possible. So my my index cards here have, of course, previously been dyed. So they are not the flattest cards out there. Mine do have a warp to it. I'm not worried about that. If you're worried, take an iron to it, put it in a book, which is going to go in a book anyway, so it's probably going to get flat on its own anyway. So there, we have that. And we're going to take the same washi. And we're going to cut these ends because I do want them to be completely straight. And I do kind of want this a bit on the longer side. So we're going to do that. We're going to glue again. Okay. And then we're going to take this, open it up. Put that down. You see how high up that is? And then we're just going to pretty much fold it over on itself. Boom, you have a tab. If you want, you can cut the edges off at an around motion, right? Because everyone likes their stuff round. Okay, that was not great, but no, come on. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. There you go. You have a tab. And because you used the glue and you folded it on itself, it is a little bit more sturdy. I mean, it's not the greatest, so it's still bendable. You could also put this up a little bit more so that, you have a bigger tab here, but I'm okay with that. How cute does that look? We're gonna round some corners. If I can. Okay, maybe not. Should have done this before. Yeah. So I can't do it because I put it too far over there. So we're not going to do that on this one. Okay. And I will be right back. I'm going to get another supply on my desk. Ribbon. We've got ribbon. Okay. And this is dyed. I think I tried beet juice. One of my testers for beet juice dye. Um, I'm going to burn these edges a little bit because I don't want any fraying of the ribbon. So this ribbon is a bit thick. I'm okay with that. If you're not okay with that, use a different ribbon. Kids, if you're watching this, don't use a lighter without an adult present, please. Thank you. Okay, same concept. Um, for this, once again, you can sew it. I will probably sew one off camera and then come back so you guys can see that one. Kind of like these outsides better. And I want these corners rounded on this one. So let's do that first. I will try to link everything that I use in the video down below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you purchase anything from the links that I provide, I do get a portion of that. I get some type of earning from qualified purchases, shall I say. I do not get all of the money or anything like that. It's just Amazon thanking me for sharing their products and getting you to buy from them. So we get this lined up. And I am going to. So I haven't done this bit yet, so we're learning together right here. Okay, so I'm gonna do one side first. I think. I should smudge this out. Yeah, smudge, smudge, smudge. This is just a dotting tool with like a silicone end, nothing fancy. Ooh, this glue. I'm actually going to take that away for now. Okay. I guess we're going to try to line it up to the best of our ability. Hold it too far. Oh, it's drying so quick. It's drying fast on me because I did not use a lot and I did a good smudge. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think that's going to be easier. Okay, yep. Yep. I did go a little bit further there than I'd like, but it's okay. Totally okay. And then we go here. Okay. Sorry, I think my kiddo's kind of waking up from nap time. And of course, when you're using the glue, you want to make sure that it's not getting inside because then you're not going to be able to fold your folder. Okay, I'm going to trim this. Let's see. Yep, I can trim it. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I did get this a little bit crooked. It's okay. It is okay. Scissors. Everything can be trimmed to be accurate. A few millimeters here and there off won't hurt anything. Well, okay. Okay, and the tab for this one. That's right. We're going to use lace too for the tab. The fun thing about this is that you can kind of go dramatic or simple. If you want like a super long tab, you can do that. Actually, I'm going to have a little bit of fun here. I have some thread. I'm going to go ahead and chop off. We're not even going to think about it. Okay. We're going to get some glue. Glue. I actually like that right there, so I'm not going to cover that. So, I've been having issues with my glue. My glue has not been my best friend lately. I think because I had to get a new heater. My old one died. And I know it's summertime and I live in Florida, okay, but I'm anemic. I get super cold. The heat comforts me. It may be part of an anxiety thing, whatever. Don't judge me. Not only that, but I do use it for my crafting. I do use it to craft bit, okay? Like, I have my cards in front of the heater drying right now, like my wet index cards. But my new heater is a higher voltage, a higher wattage than my old one. So it puts out more heat. And this is an acetone based glue. And if you know anything about chemicals, heat and acetone like work well together. So like if you've ever gone to get your nails and you've done nails done or removed even, and they're doing a soak off in acetone, what they should do is put hot water or something like that in a bowl, like under the acetone, and that help the hot water helps the acetone work better. So yeah, there you go. Love of science, I guess, for you if you wanted it. So yeah, so that's why I think I'm having some issues with my glue. Okay, now we're going to do that. I hope I'm helping someone out there. Your creativity and um, resourcefulness when it comes to like resources and crafting supplies and whatnot. Um, I know, I think anyway, I think these are like super popular right now. The file folders and tabbed index cards and whatnot. And not only that, but people are always looking for them vintage and you can't find them. So you can make your own and they're going to look vintage. Once again, you can use whatever paper you want. Um, Chances are you're probably going to cover it up anyway. You're going to collage the heck out of that thing. So use whatever you have, use whatever you can get your hands on, um, and have fun. That's what crafting is all about, is having fun, being creative, um, getting out of your head. Okay, and there we go. We have a different type of file folder. And I'm not going to tell you how you can decorate these because there's 5 million videos on how to decorate these. I'm going to do a video of me decorating them because, I love sharing my creative process with you guys, even though like 1.5 persons watch this. So, but that does not matter. Okay, so I think I'm going to take out my sewing machine. Man, these are so cute. Look at that. So cute. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to take out my sewing machine. I'm going to pretty much do the exact same thing that I did with this, with the one, with the ribbon, but I'm going to sew it. That's all. And I'll also do one with the washi tape, and I'm going to sew the tab on to see how that comes out, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back. I did a couple with my sewing machine, a few different ways. So this one is complete sewing. There's no gluing at all on this one card. So I was able to sew the two cards together. You can see it's very, very flexible. I went through 2 lines on this and I used number 22 on my brother's sewing machine. So it's like a very wavy line. You could also use the number 4 zigzag stitch. I'm pretty sure it would hold those together as well. I just wanted something a little bit different and fluid. I went ahead and added some of my little stringies on here first. And I put that together with a zigzag stitch. And then I added on the tab. I was contemplating on adding the tab or not. but the tab definitely does give that, you know, file folder feel. I think I should have maybe lifted that just a little bit more, but I really did want that fringe to be poking out of there. And I did sew that on separately. Once again, no glue at all on this one card. So, yeah, I like it. The other ones that I did use glue. I glued it down first before sewing it. And it does give, I guess, so the ribbon is making these want to pop open more. I don't know if after a while that won't happen. It does feel better this way, honestly. And it's not look bad that way at all, unless you turn it around. Once again, I did a decorative stitch because I wanted to, it's going to be seen, so I just wanted it to look pretty-ish. So yeah, so this, once again, I don't know if I'm going to use this way or that way. As of now, this way does kind of feel better. I will have to put this under maybe a heavy book or something to see if it helps or not. But yeah, so that's glue and sewing, and that's with the ribbon. And this one is sewing with the washi tape, and of course I did glue the washi tape as well. So don't even know if you can see the stitching there. Here, we can see it from the inside. I did a zigzag stitch and it works just fine. I did glue the tab and then I sewed it there as well. So I really, really like this one. I love this washi tape. I really haven't had a use for it really before now. So I'm super, super happy with how this one turned out. This is so cute. And I love that, once again, no matter which way you use it, you know, there's already some character to these. And these are the ones you saw me make. So I was going to add in a clip of me doing the faux watercolor to this video, but this video is already 36 minutes long. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I will just go ahead and upload that on its own. Let's get all of this together so I can take a cool little screenshot here. Okay, so so yeah, so we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 file folders with index cards, and hopefully it helps you. You can also turn these just into tabbed index cards, right? You don't have to put two together. You can just go ahead, grab your index card, come on, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Well, I guess it depends on which way you're going to use it. But boom, now you have a tabbed index card. I did make a few of these. Give me one moment. So this is actually going out in some Happy Mail. But just to show you kind of what you can do. These are file folders that I made with my Cricut. So those are not DIY. I mean, if you consider using Cricut, die cut DIY, then yeah, sure they're DIY. But yeah. These are some tabbed index cards that I created with these. index cards. Wait, were they in these index cards? Or maybe just some cardstock paper? Because I'm not seeing any lines. So yeah, it was probably just cardstock paper that I cut out, rounded these corners. These are glued and sewing. And of course, they're collaged already for her. So yeah, so you can do some pretty cool stuff with this. You know, don't think that you have to go out and buy the Tim Holtz brand. I mean, that's great if you want to, if you can. I'm sure they're beautiful cards. But if you're like most of us and you have a surplus of paper, you can make these easily on your own. Just get the dimensions of what you want. And honestly, it's probably better because you can customize it to exactly what you want. What if you have a larger journal that you're working in or a smaller journal that you're working in? You can easily create something larger and smaller. Actually, I did do some mini file folders on my Cricut, but once again, super easy for you to just cut this out of paper. You know, you could cut this in half, add a tab, and then boom, you have smaller tabbed index cards, right? So yeah, there we go. Tabbed index cards, tabbed file folders. I think I need another screenshot for this. Okay, so if you have any questions, if you have any different ideas, please let me know in the comments. If you have any requests, if you want to see something specific, let me know always. I appreciate any views, thumbs ups, comments, subscriptions. And I hope you guys had fun watching me create something that's practically out of nothing, I guess. Just putting some stuff together. I'm going to go now. Bye. See you next time.